How long until trading finally clicks for you? Welcome to Stealth Trading. Do you remember your first day in the market? Were you excited? Hopeful? Did you believe, like many of us did, that with just enough confidence and the right entry, you could start making money quickly? It's easy to fall for the illusion. So many new traders get swept up in the dream that trading will bring wealth. Fast? Ought to be a few YouTube videos, maybe a book or two. And suddenly, it feels like this could be it. But then you enter the real world of trading, and the reality hits you hard. Why do some traders succeed while others crash right from the start? In the beginning, everything feels unclear. You hear phrases like stop loss, take profit, overtrading. But do you really understand what they mean? You set up a trading plan, carefully thought out. You enter your trades, and then you lose once, twice, and suddenly your confidence starts to crack. Sound familiar? Maybe you scale down your position size, try to play it safe. You just want to make a little money back. But instead of profits, your account keeps shrinking. Not because you're unlucky, but because your impatience, your lack of discipline, your emotions start making decisions for you. Have you ever watched your account drain because you couldn't honor your stop loss? Have you ever overtraded, desperate to win back what you lost? It's a brutal loop. You start wondering if there's any way out. But here's the truth. This is the most important turning point in your journey. This is where real traders are made. If you can learn to face these losses without running, to embrace each mistake as a lesson, to slow down, reflect, and adapt, then you've already begun becoming the kind of trader who will last, because no one walks into this game and wins without scars. Success in trading demands that you control something harder than the market: yourself. By day, you'll realize that trading isn't just about predicting whether price will go up or down. It's about mastering your emotions, about staying disciplined when your instincts scream at you to act, about being patient when everything in you wants to rush. Every loss is a mirror. It shows you where you need to grow. You will be tempted, constantly, to trade based on fear, greed, regret. And yes, you will slip. Everyone does. You'll revenge trade. You'll break your rules. You'll chase setups you shouldn't. And every time it happens, the market will remind you, in real money, that you're not in control. Not yet. You may even reach a point where you feel completely stuck. Your account drops. You panic. You just want to get back what you lost. And in that desperation, you lose more. You might tell yourself, I won't let the market beat me. But often, it's not the market that beats us. It's us, right? It's the version of ourselves that we haven't learned to manage yet. And that is what trading teaches us. Brutally, but truthfully. Have you ever asked yourself, why is it so easy to fall into the trap of overtrading? Maybe you were chasing setups that weren't really there. Maybe you sized up on a trade that didn't meet your rules, skipped your stop loss, and hoped this time would be different. But the result, not only did you fail to recover your losses, you lost even more. That's when the shame creeps in. Frustration, disappointment. But hear me when I say this. Those feelings, those raw, heavy emotions, they're not the end. They're part of the process. Part of your process. You're not broken. You're becoming. What matters now is what you do with the pain. Do you let it define you? Or do you pause, reflect, and learn? Because failure in trading isn't final. It's a test. It's the fire that forges your mindset. It's a checkpoint, not a dead end. If you can be patient with yourself during these low points, there will come a day when those same failures won't shake you. They'll guide you. Every mistake you make becomes a stepping stone, a lesson you earned, a scar that makes you wiser. And sure, it's hard. Rising up after a loss is never easy. But if you can do it once, you'll realize that each comeback builds something stronger in you. The feeling of failure is temporary, but the lesson you take from it, that's permanent. That's yours forever. And if you've made it this far in the video, if something in this message is hitting home, leave a like. And if someone you care about needs to hear this, share it with them. Maybe your story will help them avoid the path you've already walked. Now let me ask you something. How much longer will it take before you finally feel grounded in this market? How much longer before the fear fades? Before you begin to trust your own decisions? I wish I could give you a number, a set time frame, but the truth? There isn't one. It's not about time. It's a process. It's about how much you're willing to grow through the struggle. The real question is, can you find strength when you feel weakest? What if your biggest losses are the exact moments that shape your greatest growth? Every stumble, every misstep is polishing you like a rough diamond. You begin to see, trading isn't just about strategy. It's about mindset, mental endurance, emotional strength. Each loss becomes a mirror, reflecting back what needs to be changed. You'll start adjusting your plan, refining your edge. But not everyone makes it through. Some give up too soon. They rush in, get burned, and quit before they had a chance to mature. Impatience is the silent killer in trading. It's not the market that breaks them. It's their reaction to it. Have you ever felt like you're caught in a loop? One bad trade leads to another, and suddenly you're trying towing it all back in one shot. That's when the account drops even faster. And here's the hardest truth. Sometimes it's not the market beating you, it's you, fighting your own emotions. But if you stay disciplined, if you keep showing up, then step by step you'll move closer to the trader you're becoming. Every failure teaches you. Every lesson builds resilience. There is no shortcut, no guaranteed outcome, but there is a path, and it's paved with the decisions you make after each setback. So how long until you become steady in trading? It's as long as it takes to learn from your losses, to tame your emotions, and to stay disciplined. No matter what the market throws at you, stability doesn't come all at once. It's built brick by brick. From every breakdown you gather something. Wisdom, clarity, patience, and eventually, the market stops being your enemy. It becomes your teacher, and then it becomes your partner. Here's something most beginners don't realize. Patience is your superpower. Have you ever noticed how the most successful traders talk about patience? Again and again. They talk about it because they've lived it, because they know, without patience, no strategy is enough. So how long until it clicks for you? That answer doesn't come from me. It comes from your willingness to stay in the game, to learn, adapt, and evolve. If you don't have patience, you'll forever be reacting, forever chasing, never grounded. But if you stay the course, if you give yourself time to become, then slowly, quietly, something changes. And one day you'll realize, it finally clicked. You may have studied all the right strategies, tested all the best indicators, but sooner or later you'll come to realize nothing is more important than knowing when to wait. Patience in trading isn't about sitting around doing nothing. It's about knowing when the market is truly offering an opportunity and when it's time to stay still and do absolutely nothing. But let's be honest, is patience ever easy? Have you ever felt that intense urge to enter a trade just because the market was moving fast, even when, deep down, you knew you shouldn't? When you trade from a place of urgency, you end up chasing noise. You enter impulsively. You make mistakes you swore you wouldn't make again. In the beginning, it feels like you have to act. The pressure builds. The need to do something is overwhelming. But pause for a second. Have you ever asked yourself, has rushing ever brought better results? When you're impatient, you lose your perspective. You stop seeing the full picture, and instead you chase small, short-term moves that drain your account and wear down your confidence. So how do you stay patient in an environment built to tempt you? Patience doesn't mean inaction. It means intentional waiting. It means understanding that trading isn't gambling. It's a game of edge and timing. The market is constantly changing. It throws emotion, noise, and chaos your way. Your job is not to react emotionally. It's to stay grounded, to analyze systematically, to learn from the past, and to be ready to adapt when the setup is right. Have you asked yourself, am I willing to change with the market, or am I just reacting out of habit? Because the truth is, patience is what protects you from revenge trades, from over-leveraging, from the cycle of panic and regret. When you're patient, you begin to see that trading isn't just about knowing the market. It's about knowing yourself. Can you see now how patience might be the most important ingredient in becoming a consistently steady trader? If you can learn to wait with purpose, to act only when the setup aligns with your plan, then you're getting closer to answering the question, how long until trading finally clicks for you? Patience isn't passive. It's active awareness. It's a daily discipline. It's staying present and emotionally neutral in a world built to shake you. And that patience, it's what allows you to endure, to survive the rough patches, to build something that lasts. So, how long does it take to become solid in trading? It takes as long as it takes to master patience, to respect your plan, to stop rushing and start responding with clarity. After everything you've been through, the losses, the sleepless nights, the moments you doubted yourself, can you now see that every challenge has been preparing you for what's ahead? There's no shortcut to consistency. Every step you've taken, every failed trade, every hard lesson, it all matters. You're beginning to see the bigger picture now, aren't you? That becoming solid in trading doesn't happen overnight. It's a product of relentless learning, of pushing through the doubt, of showing up again and again even when it's hard. That's how you become strong. Not all at once, but gradually. One lesson at a time, one setback at a time, one smart decision after another. So, how long until it clicks? It's however long you're willing to stay patient, to not give up, to keep learning from your missteps. But remember, your journey is your own. There's no one-size-fits-all answer. Consistency is not a finish line. It's a process, one where each trade, each mistake, each moment of doubt is an opportunity to grow. And if you keep showing up with courage, with discipline, with belief in your path, then one day, you'll look back and realize you've become the trader you always hoped you could be. So, are you ready to keep going? Each video in this series will bring you more tools, more clarity, and more experience to help you walk this path further. Thank you for walking it with me. Subscribe and stick around for the next episodes, where we'll dive deeper into trading strategies, emotional control, and the real-world lessons that keep you alive through the toughest markets. How long until trading clicks? The answer is already inside you. Keep going, keep learning, keep standing, because success doesn't come to the smartest trader. It comes to the one who never gives up.